krtlyfe. Sorry, I can't talk loud. We're on the plane, but we taking off in about 15 minutes, and we wanted to give you a quick video how to be comfortable on very uncomfortable flight.
Yes.
Long, uncomfortable flight.
How long is this?
We're about to fly for 10 hours. Where are we going?
We're going to New York.
Yes.
So where are we though?
We are in
Kiev.
Kiev, where we want to be when we came
Yes.
to Ukraine.
So we.
And then after after New York, we're gonna do stuff before we go, and then we're gonna go to the airport
To fly where?
to fly back home to Atlanta.
That's right. So we took a trip to Ukraine, visit family, and do some other stuff. Sort of a vacation, business trip, whatever. We spent about 5 days there, so now we're heading back to US and flying to New York, from New York to Atlanta.
Yes. So these are our travel tips on how you can stay comfortable in a really, really uncomfortable flight. If you're not one of those balling people that can get a lay flat first class seat and you're traveling coach like we are right now, this is how you stay comfortable. Number one is, we got a list. Number one is stay hydrated. And we got water. And
All the three of us have bottles of water.
we got our own bottles of water that we scored in the, what do they call them? The premier lounges? The private lounges? Yes.
I don't think this is on the list, but this is a little thing. If you guys can get one of the credit cards to get you flight benefits, these lounges, some of them not really like super nice, but they still have food. It's a little bit more quiet. It's a little bit more peaceful. They have showers.
You can lay down.
You can lay down. So they're definitely worth it when you're traveling with a few layovers, especially like longer flight. That makes a difference.
Because I told travel time is going to be, what, about 30 hours?
30 hours
like
with layovers and everything else. Yeah.
So taking a shower and brushing your teeth is one of those things that, it's huge difference. So yes, stay hydrated. Lounges are awesome. Bring your own snacks. We always bring our own snacks. Even when it's just me and Katia and we don't have Sonia with us, we still
have like
bring
a
a snack
whole bag
bag.
of like just regular snacks.
Exactly.
You want me to show you what is in there?
Because when if you're on a plane on the flight and you gotta wait for the stewardess or the flight crew or whatever to bring the food, and you're hungry already and you don't want to spend $1 jillion in the airport, and you have your own snacks, or if you have nutritional regiment that you're on.
That too, yes.
Dietary
if you follow
preferences.
certain things,
yes. If you have certain dietary preferences, it's easier if you're a vegan just to bring your own food.
That's right.
Pretty sure that's pretty obvious though. Entertainment. Bring your own entertainment. That's what Blake's doing right now.
Yep.
I don't know what she's watching, but she's watching it.
She watched
The
Princesses of Power something.
Shira in the Princesses of Power, season 1.
Yes. She's watching what she's watching. Neck pillows. So neck pillows are awesome. Gotta have neck pillows. But
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the thing about neck pillows is that when they're not in use, you look like a jackass carrying them around. So we got specific type of neck pillows that do what?
We have a blow-up neck pillows, which is awesome. It saves us so much room. It's so much more convenient to carry these.
Exactly.
Because when you don't need them, you just deflate it, and that's it.
Yep. And you don't have a target on your head when you walk out of the airport because you can get rid of it. Let's see. So blow-up pillows, choosing the aisle seat. This is my personal favorite because when I was young and I used to travel, I used to always get the window seat, and then you get stuck in there and you're kind of like cramped up. But I like to choose the aisle seat now as I've matured and got older because I can stick my legs out like that. And I like to get up and walk around and use the bathroom. So being able to walk around is like, that brings me to number 6 on our list, walking around.
Yeah, walking around is very important because when you sit, like our flight is 10-hour flight. Last year we had a 14-hour flight almost because we flew directly from Istanbul to Atlanta.
Yes.
And it makes a huge difference because you flying with the pressure and everything, your
feet get swollen
and stuff. So yeah, walk around and get a little bit of exercise.
Yeah, exercise activity as much as you possibly can. And I try to walk at least every 2 hours unless I fall asleep. And then I'll go and I'll stand in the galley. I'll talk to the flight crew. I do stretches. I'll do anything to not be sitting in my seat for the whole 10 hours. Yes. And, if the flight crew tells you to go back to your seat, like, look, I paid for this ticket. I'm going to walk around the airplane. Let's see. Try to get free upgrades. Yes, that's another
Free
thing.
upgrades. When
So-
did we get last time free upgrades?
I can't remember. It's been a minute now. But
Yeah,
free
it's been a
upgrades are
minute.
definitely a thing, and on a lot of airlines, if something happens, or just if you just talk to the the gate agents and be like, hey, blah blah blah, is there a seat open
Yeah.
in X, Y, and Z? They can upgrade you to an emergency row if you like the emergency row, or they can might upgrade you to something like Comfort Plus.
Yes.
Yes. So try to get free upgrades as much as you possibly can because they are always worth it. What else is on our list? Walk around, comfortable clothes. I mean, obviously.
Definitely comfortable clothes. Something like loose kind of or super stretchy, warm. I get cold on the plane, even though these blankets here, I don't really kind of fan of these. I actually got my own this time.
Oh, that's another thing. You brought your own blanket.
Yes, it's a blanket or it can be a pillow, but I don't like how the blankets feel on the planes. That gives me that. But yes.
And I think the days of being back in the day and trying to get cat to hold the thing.
I'm like, what are you
There you
doing? Sorry, my bad.
Make sure they're still recording because you said the screen. All right, cool.
Okay.
The days are gone of like my dad back in the day when I was a kid and he used to travel. He used to wear a suit. He used to wear a suit with a vest and hard shoes and all this kind of stuff. And that was what was deemed acceptable back in the days
Back
when
in
it
the
came
day.
to travel. We're not in the 70s anymore. We're in 2019, and it is completely acceptable to walk around the airport with flip-flops and pajamas on. So I say go comfortable as what you want within means of being still
No, I mean,
tasteful, I
yes.
guess. But typically I travel with flip-flops, but right now I have my sneakers on because I'm wearing these really, really comfortable Adidas, and I'm supposed to be banning Adidas, but these Lacombes are just
Yeah,
so
he's
good.
been talking about them the whole
So
trip, you guys.
yes, wear comfortable clothes. And another thing that I do that I didn't really talk about is I always have dark sunglasses with me.
Yes, he does. I never carry sunglasses on the plane, but hat is very convenient though. This is my first time actually flying with the hat. But if you want to take a nap and sleep and you don't want to be bothered by whatever's happening, I don't like what are these things
Oh,
called?
the thing that goes in your head,
Yeah,
goes in
like
your
to
face.
cover your eyes. I don't like those things, but the hat is definitely a plus.
Yes. I usually do a hat and sunglasses because that way if the person next to me is reading or somebody else has their window up, I can just put my sunglasses on, pull my hat down, and I'm in my own zone with my headphones, and that's that. So,
Make sure we always have our own headphones because I got used to mine. They're super comfortable, you know what I mean? You don't know where the other headphones been when they give them to you and they're not very comfortable. That's also must have on the plane.
Yep, chargers and all that kind of basic electronic stuff. So I mean, a lot of the stuff is pretty basic, but I mean, I guess some people don't really travel that often, and maybe
Yes.
this will help people that have never been on a plane before, don't really travel that often, and we tend to semi-travel a lot, I think.
Yeah, so we have a lot of tips and tricks. I'm sure there's something we didn't mention in here. So if anybody have any questions or curious about any other airports or where to
Airport
go,
hacks.
what to do, yeah,
How to sleep on the floor of
hacks.
an airport. We'll do that in the next
We've
video.
done that. So just hit us up. We'll do our best to answer all the questions.
Exactly. KRT Life with the Y.
Like,
Subscribe, comment, all that cool stuff.
Hit the bell
Coming to
button.
you, yes, hit the bell button. Coming to you live from Kiev and on the way back to the NYC, the Big Apple. Woo!
slowly getting back home.
Yep, I can't run away, so I guess we just have to turn the camera the other direction.
Bye guys. See you later.
Peace.